Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new Analyst Angle. My name is Christophe Bertrand. I'm a principal analyst here at theCUBE Research. Well, the market is really interesting these days. You may have heard that Veritas was acquired by Cohesity, but there's actually more that meets the eye. It turns out that not all of Veritas was, and we have now a brand new startup, if I may use the word a bit loosely, with 1,500 employees, Arctera.io. And joining us today is Matt Waxman, who is the Chief Product Officer of Arctera, this new old company, or old new company, I don't know what to say. So Matt, tell us more about it. Tell us about the perimeter, what just happened here.
Yeah, thanks, Christophe. It's great to see you again. And thank you for the opportunity to tell folks about Arctera. As you said, there was a bit of news in the transaction closing just recently between Veritas and Cohesity. That was specifically the data protection part of Veritas that was merged together with Cohesity. And separate from that are the formation of Arctera, like you said, a brand new company, great opportunity to take these legendary products and really reinvent and reimagine them.
Right. And you are in about 70% of Fortune 100 with the products you have in the portfolio, and we'll talk about that in a second. I believe you are also sort of inheriting over 600 patents, so that's very significant, lots of IP, and a great product portfolio. So let's maybe double click on that. Can you tell us about what is now part of Arctera in terms of products or names that people may be aware of, may be familiar with?
Yeah, I would love to. So let me tell a little bit of the story of Arctera. If you look at the origin of the name, it's actually two words, Arc and Terra. And the reason for that is we looked at this space as solving the problems around data management, helping customers really thrive by ensuring they can trust and access and illuminate their data. And so that life cycle, we're helping customers navigate that. That's the Arc. And Terra, of course, represents data, all things data. So the Arctera portfolio is built of three primary businesses. Each one is being stood up as a business unit. We can talk more about how those are set up. But the first is data compliance, which is end-to-end governance of your data, being able to ensure that you can do things like e-discovery and information governance and surveillance of your communication channels. The second business is data resilience, ensuring that your applications are available, mission critical apps from both cloud and on-premises environments. And the third is our data protection solution for the small and medium business and enterprise segment. And folks may know these products by their names. Backup Exec is the solution for data protection. InfoScale is the data resilience solution. And then Enterprise Vault, or EV, Data Insights, Merge One are some of the products within the data compliance portfolio that we've got.
Well, let's talk about the go-to-market. I think that's going to be something very interesting to many viewers. Some of them may also be, well, not only customers, but we may have also viewers who are channel partners or alliance partners. So with this broad portfolio, and again, three areas that are very key and really hot topics, resilience, compliance, and certainly data protection as kind of an angular piece. What is the go-to-market moving forward? Are you going to be going direct? Are you going to be going indirect? Do you have service providers you're working with? What's the general strategy?
Yeah, this is the beauty of the Arctera design. As I was saying, we have separate business units. And, the way I think about this is if you're a fan of Breaking Bad, great TV series, right, that happened about 10 years ago. Vince Gilligan, the guy who created it, he did a spin-off of Better Call Saul, which really allowed some of the characters to live on in a different forum. And we're effectively doing the same thing in Arctera. We're taking these products that existed within one umbrella with one go-to-market strategy around them, and instead giving them three distinct go-to-market strategies. So to your question, things like channel partners and our channel strategy, we are a 100% channel-oriented company. We will have channel partners that are going to be more specifically focused on each one of the businesses. Likewise, we have dedicated sales teams, field teams, sales engineers, channel representatives for each one of the business units. So they're each getting their day in the sun, if you will, with a really tailor-made experience for our customers and our partners to get around that.
Could you remind me, in how many locations or geos are you as part of Arctera? Because I think you're actually really pervasive around the globe.
Yeah, Arctera is about 1,500 people. We are in 30 different locations across the globe. Our headquarters is in the Bay Area in Pleasanton. We have fantastic employees in many countries across the globe. Our R&D organization has a big footprint in India and Pune, and our go-to-market teams obviously are scattered across the three theaters, if you will, the three geographies that we operate in.
Right. So I was using the word startup, and I think you guys have been using the same terminology. And of course, it's a bit of a misnomer because you actually have a ton of experience. You have 1,500 employees, 30 locations around the world, and teams that are really supporting your efforts around the globe. So in combination, it's a substantial business from the get-go. So I'd like to double click on what you talked about, Matt, which was the fact that literally, you have compliance, data protection, and resilience. So maybe we'll start with compliance. I'd like to hear more about the go-to-market here, and specifically, what persona are we targeting? Because that's not going to be the same person as the data protection person.
Right. Yeah, you hit on a key part of how we've designed this company, which is the reason that each of these businesses live in their own business unit is because they cater to different personas. The user, the buyer is different. So you asked about data compliance as an example. That's oftentimes someone in a compliance, in a risk type of role, maybe in legal for things like e-discovery. And so that's going to be very different than an infrastructure person who is responsible for setting up availability solutions for applications in our data resilience solution. So by having the dedicated go-to-market together with marketing functions, it means that we can really tailor the message to the right customer that we're communicating with and arm the teams to just focus on doing that. And that is, to your point about being a startup, it gives us sort of the liberty to go and really revisit things that we've done in the past and take a fresh look and a fresh approach on them. And we'd like to call it reinventing, taking the legendary capabilities we have and bringing them to market in new, modern, fresh ways that are tailor-made to each of those customer personas.
So let's talk about the one of the big topics in the industry, and there are a couple more I'd like to bring up afterwards. But the first one is cyber resiliency. Obviously, that's a solution area for you that probably spans across the three businesses in many ways, because you cannot be really silent if you're not compliant, if you're not well protected, et cetera. So what's your take on what's going on, and what part of the market are you targeting with your cyber resiliency solutions?
Yeah. I know you and I have talked about this, it feels like for years, around cyber resilience. And I've certainly, my past has been a lot in data protection and data management. And I really think it's a story of and. There is no single silver bullet solution for cyber resilience. It's really thinking about sort of a layered approach, both at the network level, but also at the data level. So you think about things like how do you ensure that you have the fastest way to recover your data, but also the last line of defense, right? So that's how I would distinguish something like data resilience is about the fastest way to be able to bring your application back online is to roll back. And we can do that across pretty much any application, any cloud environment, so forth, with our data resilience solution. But you mentioned data compliance. It's a big part of this as well. You have things like DSPM capabilities, you have things like AI, and ensuring that you're not leaking sensitive information out into a public environment or places where it shouldn't be. And that can be, potential threat vector for an attacker out there to exploit. So compliance becomes a very central part of having a cyber resilience strategy, along with data resilience, along with data protection as well.
Right. And the benefit here is that because you have this broad portfolio, not only can you cover multiple needs, but you're also providing a pretty nice coverage across the NIST framework in many ways. But as you mentioned, not everybody can do it all, and I like this idea of the layered approach. Can you maybe walk us through some of your current partnerships in terms of the ecosystem around resiliency and around compliance, by the way, and also what intentions you have moving forward? Obviously, you're in what, day 4 or 5 of your new existence here as Arctera, so I expect that you don't have all of the answers yet, but I'm pretty sure you have plans. I know you well.
Yeah. Yes, great point. We are on day 4, and it is an exciting time for everyone here. We're certainly excited about the opportunity we have. Like you said, we're starting with a great foundation. So we have well-established partners, technical partners, as well as channel partners and strategic partners that we work with in each of the 3 spaces. We have storage partners, we have cyber security partners, we have the cloud providers as well that we've partnered with. What we will do going forward is look at how we can double down with some of them, and then also, in particular, be very focused about partnerships that we go and create. And there's a few areas that we're particularly interested in doing that with, in terms of each of the businesses. As you can imagine, I don't have ones to share today because it's day 4, but stay tuned. We have some in the works that will be coming very shortly.
Right. And I imagine you're going to be spending quite a bit of time with existing channel partners and, of course, your end users, your clients. Are there some programs that you are running now to outreach to your existing clients to, well, sort of tell them, here's where we are now, here's what we're doing, and this is our plan to support you. Can you maybe walk us through some of these initiatives?
Yeah, you started the conversation sort of acknowledging that there may be some confusion out there around Veritas. Where did the Veritas products go? So we have been engaging directly with our customers for quite some time, actually, not just in the past 4 days, with pretty regular communications. We have been meeting one-on-one with customers, and we've also been out on the road, and we'll continue to do that in the coming weeks here. So we are, doing our best to get out and connect with people as much as we can directly. But I definitely encourage people to check out our website as well. There's a bunch of new information that just launched on there. It's arctera.io. And stay tuned for more things that will be coming as more of our marketing machine gets ramped up and we're getting more communications out there. But we're on social already. Go check us out for more updates. And if you're a customer, we would love to connect with you. We've got lots of great ideas. We want to hear from you directly.
Great. And I think it may be a bit early, but I'd love to get, as the CPO, your perspective on where you want to take the roadmap and take the product line. And I understand there's no commitment on timing or anything. There's only so much you can share, but I'm very curious about it. And maybe you can walk us through that by sort of big solution. So compliance, resilience, and data protection.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do my best to not get myself in trouble with revealing too much, but we are quickly following a rule of 3 every time we talk about this business. So I'll go through each one of them. Data compliance, look, I think the opportunity here is all around AI. We leverage AI within the product and have been for years. And we could spend a lot of time talking about that. But one of the areas I'm really excited about us tackling next is, how do you govern the data that is actually feeding into your learning models, your training data, so forth? Because there's a lot of the same principles that you would carry around protecting the rest of your data and ensuring it's compliant, that you would want to do the same for any information that is going into a large language model out there. And we got great technology to be able to do that. And I think we can really quickly take that into some new spaces. For data resilience, it's really about the cloud. I think the things that people have come to expect around mission critical availability for applications on-prem, the same that you expect in the cloud environment, but you expect them in a multi-cloud way, in a way that's abstracted from the infrastructure with things like Kubernetes and orchestration and so forth. And so that's an area that we have great solutions in today. We'll continue to invest in expanding those out. And then for data protection, again, this part of our business is very focused on the small and medium business and small and medium enterprise. And the needs there, well, it may on the surface seem like they're not the same. They're struggling with the same challenges around cyber resilience. If you're an SMB and you get attacked with a ransomware situation, it's potentially more impactful to you as a business. So being able to provide more turnkey solution around cyber resilience with the right partnerships there, with the right integrations is an area that we'll look to focus in some more.
Right. Well, there's plenty of work ahead. I look forward to catching up with you in the next few quarters as you roll out your new programs, your new partnerships, and of course, some new capabilities in the portfolio. So, Matt, thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the best and a good day 5 tomorrow.
Thanks so much, Christophe.
And to our viewers, thank you very much for watching us. My name is Christophe Bertrand, Principal Analyst at theCUBE Research.